Hi, this is Dean McCormick with Giant Killer Training, and today I'm with Sean O'Kelly with XAPPDesign. Apps or app? XAPPDesign. And we're here at the Alpha 2018 Developers Conference. And what's really exciting is Sean has an announcement that he made this week in regards to some new capabilities for Alpha, specifically services and capabilities that his team has produced. Sean, what did you announce this week?
Well, I think the main thing is Alpha Core. Mm-hmm. So we offered a charter membership for people where they could get discounts on things going forward. And Alpha Core has a development server component for people, whereas as a new developer, you have the opportunity to test on the 3 different server platforms that Alpha has.
Right.
So that's a challenge sometimes for people. They don't necessarily want to buy all the licenses, so we're offering them an opportunity to use our licenses for development purposes.
Very cool. So Alpha Core is basically pre-configured, ready to go. I did a lot of work in WordPress. I know you did, and I'm sure some other people did. One of the nicest things about WordPress was the ability just to go to a website, put in your information, boom. Similar kind of scenario where you have a full application development environment for the app servers all set up and ready to go?
Well, so what happens is currently it's on our end. What people do is they register and sign up, and then we take care of everything on setting up their accounts. So we set up the regular Alpha server, the Alpha for IIS, and the Alpha Cloud. Because of the way those environments are with Alpha, it's currently a manual process on our end, right? But we set it all up for them, it's ready to go, so when it's processed, the customers, all they have to do is do the regular publishing.
Oh, that's nice.
So yeah, we give them publishing credentials and they're ready to go.
Very cool. Now, I also understand that along with the Alpha Core, which is just really the hosting environment, the application hosting environment, you're also introducing a set of components and capabilities that is going to go with that.
Yeah, that's correct. So as an initial developer coming in, it's pretty complex, all the variety of things you need to take into account, right? So what we wanted to do was to give people a jump start, a starter kit, essentially, that gives them the tools and components that are what we consider core capabilities that they will need on a variety of projects. And so they can go ahead and use those components. They're going to need to modify them, right? All developers have to modify the components, so it's a starting point. We give that to them, and then they can go from there.
Very cool. What are the kind of components people can anticipate being available for when they start out?
Yeah, so when they start out, there's a few things. There's a dynamic forms component. There's a component for e-commerce, right? So there's a software as a service component, so you need a whole lot of stuff with that, but we distill it down into the core essentials that you need. There's a lot of dynamic like lookup stuff and things to help people. A lot of stuff there's a lot of things in there, and there's a lot of things that over the years that are proven to be successful in the mobile environment.
Very cool. I've noticed that a lot of, even though you may not be doing an e-commerce site, almost every site has sort of a subscription capability. So it's really nice to have a set of capabilities right out of the gate to build a shopping cart and put those pieces together. And I've been through that before. It is not a trivial task.
Right.
It looks simple to begin with, but it gets really complicated.
Everybody thinks because they deal with it all the time, right?
Yeah.
You go buy something on Amazon.
Tables.
It's no big deal. And until you get in there and you start realizing all the different variables at play, it can be a daunting task for sure.
Very cool. So developers, what can they anticipate in terms of saving time and energy? Obviously, with you setting up all the environments, we already know that's just, you're go take care of it and you're done, versus you struggling with that. But in terms of the modules and the applications, what do you anticipate kind of the percentage development time you'll be able to save someone when they're trying to build a solution?
Yeah, it's really interesting because I think when you first start tackling a project, right, you kind of start thinking about how you're going to go about it, and the process of figuring out that path and going down that path and then figuring out all the different variables at play, we solve that for you. So I think you can save 2/3 of your time in developing those core pieces, right? So once you get that initial set, there's always stuff you got to do from beyond that, but definitely saving a tremendous amount of time.
Well, and I can see, usually there's a base set of capabilities in most apps, and then you have the special sauce, which is your special piece. So by actually leveraging yours, you can focus more on that special sauce instead of having to do all the other.
Yeah, absolutely right. Because you think of other environments out there, and you can get these plugins and components and all this, and you just pop them in there, And it's kind of trying to bring that to the Alpha community.
Great. So how do people find out more about both the core capability and the modules? Where would they go from a website?
So our primary website is XAPPDesign.com, which is XAPPDesign.com.
I'll put it right down here.
And
no,
okay.
I'm just going to put it under us.
Okay,
on the
and then
video.
it's /DevCon 2018.
Oh, okay.
So there's
Great.
a special page just for that.
Great. We'll make sure to send that or put that on the video and be ready to go. Thank you, Sean.
Thank you,
really
Dion.
appreciate it. Hey,
I
congratulations.
appreciate it.
I'm looking forward to see your products out there and what people do with it.
Thank you, Dion.
Thank you.